Hi, you're watching See You at USC. I'm Laura Caholen, and tonight I'm here with Patrick Muldoon, a USC alum who is back to visit us. So we'll see you in a second. Stay tuned.
That was awesome.
Hey, we're back, and I'm here with Patrick Muldoon, and we have so much to talk about. Just watching that opening must have brought back memories because it's your home turf, as I like to say.
Yes, so many memories, so many. I'm sitting here trying to remember the 90s. It's going to be really tough, Laura.
Just years and years and years ago, so you have to just stretch way back.
I have to stretch way back. But it's at CU, wait. It's not CU at USC. Oh, wait, the Twitter address is, tell me.
Okay, the Twitter address is
Yes.
very misleading. It's
Because I tweeted this wrong 3 times
I know.
in your parking lot.
Yes, as you
So-
were trying to find us here on the show.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's AT USC, and then the actual show name is at, and that's why we have the at.
That's
But then
awesome.
Twitter makes good use of the at, so we obviously had to shift our Twitter name.
Right on.
And I noticed that you've done the same thing. You're Muldoon Patrick.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
we all have to make adjustments for
We all
Twitter.
have to make, yeah, absolutely, but it is a necessity.
It's a social media sacrifice.
Absolutely. It's worth the pain. Worth the pain. Absolutely.
Cool. So you're back here, and when you were here last time, you were joking around earlier that this is a bit like old school for you. When you were here last time, you were actually friends with Will Ferrell, you mentioned.
Well,
Are
I
you
wasn't
here?
I wasn't friends with Will Ferrell.
Oh, enemies.
Yes, he was a Delt. I'm a Sigma Chi. They were off the row. Are they still off the row?
I have
The
no
Delts?
idea. I am
Oh, they
not
made it on.
in a
They
sorority.
let the Delts on the row? Are you kidding me?
I didn't say
Really?
anything.
Should never have done that. No, I love the Delts. I have some friends. I mean,
But-
distant friends. But yeah.
I brought up an old rivalry here.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
No,
gosh.
but I was sitting here just waiting to come to come on your show, and I was
Yeah.
sitting in the Del Taco parking lot, and I drove down the row, and it's just, it's I feel like I'm in a time warp. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's just the same as it was too.
I mean, there's more buildings and stuff like that, and I mentioned there's not urine on the floor of the 9-0,
You're right.
which is nice.
You already
but-
made a stop at the 9-0 this evening.
Yes, yes, I prepared for this interview for about 2 hours before.
You
No, I'm
lubricated.
kidding. No. But the 9-0 is a sports bar now with televisions. Yeah, it wasn't that way.
It was
back-
not. So
no.
it was a little bit less of a classy establishment back in the day.
Yeah, it was filled with puke and stuff like that. But anyway,
Frequented
it's good to be
regularly
home. I
anyways.
feel like I'm home.
Cool. And when you were here back in the day, you played football.
I did play football.
You did quite well at football.
Well, I was here during the Rodney Pete, Todd Marinovich years. I played that era, right? And I played one play. Yeah. They put me in at the end of the
Repeatedly,
game.
You would play this one play
No,
every
it's.
time?
I wish.
I don't
Yes,
know. I
they
don't
put
know
me in for
football.
one play.
Oh, I see.
No, I played 2 years of football, and then I found acting, and pretty much the thing that retired my football career, because I was going to play professional, you see, is they brought up Junior Seau, right? Junior Seau was an all-pro outside linebacker, Laura, just so you know, for the San Diego Chargers. I got to fill you in. Who's huge,
yeah,
right?
thank you for the backup.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just sitting here, my eyes are like, what?
Yeah, who's Junior Seau? But
Yeah.
anyway, he was a big guy, and I was scout offense because I was so little. And so Junior ran me over 5 days a week during practice, and then I found acting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thank God.
Yeah, thank God,
otherwise
right?
That would have just been such a bummer.
Yeah, right. I would have had drain bramage by now. I mean,
You mean you don't have any of that? I think I probably have
do.
some of that.
I probably do. Absolutely.
It's everywhere, this stuff.
Everybody gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you found acting, but I mean, at the cinema school here, or out in LA? What were your early?
I was at 18 years old. Freshman at USC. I was really confused. I had no idea what I was going to do.
Dazed
So I
and
became
confused.
a communications major. No, kidding.
Hey, I did that
No, I
last
didn't.
semester.
No, it's cool. I mean, as you could tell.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
So I didn't know if I was going to go. My father's an attorney, so I didn't know if I was going to go pre-law or whatever. And so I got the acting bug my first year here.
Cool.
Yeah. And it happens to be in Los Angeles, which helps things.
It's pretty convenient.
pretty
Yeah,
convenient,
and you did some fun. Didn't you sort of do Saved by the Bell and Melrose Place and stuff in the early days?
Yeah, in the 90s, it was in the 90s.
Back in the 90s.
Back in the 1890s, you know, when I started out, it was Saved by the Bell. You guys don't know what that is, right?
Sure I do, of course.
It's where Mario
Yeah.
Lopez, that's how you guys probably know, right? Mario Lopez started out on
I
Saved by the
remember it from my childhood, of course.
Okay. So yeah, I did that. Who's the Boss? When I was in the Sig House, it was my first television show that aired with Tony Danza. It's called, and Alyssa Milano. It's called Who's the Boss?
So you're in
Come
the
on,
house.
Laura.
No, of course.
Did they have these TV shows up in Canada?
Yes,
No?
of course they
Okay.
did. And you're in the house, and these shows are coming on, and your fellow students are like, "Wow, like,
Yeah.
look at
Yeah.
Patrick,
Yeah.
he's on the tube."
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
So I
exciting.
did really well on 28th Street because of
With the
that.
ladies.
You know what I mean?
I do. I know
yeah.
what you mean.
Not anymore, but it was good then. Yeah.
Cool. And then upon graduation, you just said, "Hey, this is it." Going
I was
for
already
it.
doing it, you know, and it's not the most secure profession in the world, but you know, you gotta kind of jump, follow your bliss, and it was really bliss for a while. But yeah, and then I started Days of Our Lives in
Right. It was
Yeah.
huge.
in the next year
And
actually,
you're a boxer.
and I was a boxer. And so I left Days of Our Lives for 15 years, and I just went back there in June. So
I
I'm
know.
back on Days of Our Lives. Can you
So
believe that, Laura?
you're having a lot of flashbacks these days.
It's everything has come back, and it's very bizarre. It's very bizarre.
So how did you get reapproached for dual, if I may use
Dual?
that acronym?
That is
The
that is
esteemed
yeah.
acronym.
That's the slang lingo for Days of Our Lives.
I'm an insider.
It was they were rebooting the show, and so they were kind of bringing back some
Old blood.
some old characters. I just love, since I've been here, we've used the word old so many times.
I use it in a flattering way. I think
No,
it's
no, not
your-
you, me.
Oh,
It
yeah,
just makes me
maybe.
feel
Yeah.
old, but like fine wine. You know what I mean?
I think
No.
things get better with age. Cigars, wine, exactly. Cheese.
Yeah.
You could be. You're like
Fraternity
cheese.
guys,
There you go.
Sigma Chi's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were rebooting the show. They were bringing back some characters, and luckily the fans wanted to see my character. And so just really fortunate to go back. So I've been back there for 6 months. It's been going great.
Amazing.
And pretty much my life has been about memorizing lots of words. That's what I do.
And when you walk back onto the show, are you trying to, get into the vibe of what it was, or are you bringing new life to this character? Sort of, what have you been instructed on what to do, or is it just up to you?
You kind of jump, but I was there when they originated the character. And the cool thing about soap operas is you're there every day, so they have the genesis of the character that they write, and then they also will write in things that they see you do. So I'm going back to play myself in 1995 because there was kind of this meshing of the fictional character and me. So in answer to your question, it's who I am now, but it's kind of who I always was. It's
How funny.
It's Austin Reed is the name of the character.
Right.
So,
And
yeah.
he has a lot of traumas that sort of follow him. Doesn't he have in soap opera, so of course there's lots of drama, but there's
Especially
deaths
now.
and there's pregnancies and there's this and there's that.
There's
and
pregnancies. There's young
Fights,
girls.
feuds.
My wife is making out with other people. It's horrible, Laura.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, I can't take it.
You need
I can't.
therapy.
I can't bear. I do need a therapist. Absolutely.
Or Valium.
But yeah. But the more drama, the better. It's been a blast.
Right.
since I've been back.
Yeah. Wow. Well,
Yeah.
amazing. And when you go back, when you step back into something like that,
Mm-hmm.
does that sort of put on hold, whatever else, because it's such a day-to-day commitment that you're not left much other time.
Yeah. I mean, since I've been gone, the 15 years, movies you get take two, you get wide shots, you get tight shots, you guys know, and soap operas is kind of like live theater because it's 3 camera, and so and it's kind of one take. You really have to come prepared. So
hence why you say that you are memorizing lines.
you really have to come right. So it's a little bit like live theater, which is really fun because you kind of have to jump. You have to jump. But you don't have the luxury of the wide shot, the master shot, and you have memorized.
The editing room
You have
floor.
you've memorized everything by the time you get your close up.
Yeah.
No. So you have to come ready to roll. So I've been getting used to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And is that more demanding and more stressful than working on movies?
It's actually much more stressful, Laura. It's very stressful.
You can't handle the pressure.
You can't take it. You can't take it. Yeah.
No, sort of,
right.
Basically. Yeah.
So I was in a band called the Sleeping Masses.
I know. I was gonna go there next. I'm
Yeah.
so thrilled that you brought that up.
Yeah. So the music thing I really had to put on hold for this first 6 months.
Really?
I have my feet on the ground now on the show, so now I could branch off and do the music stuff.
So it's almost as though once you're back re-ingrained in sort of the loop and you're sort of in your routine again, you have
your
time
brain
to expand.
cells come back and you can actually retain.
All those dendrites.
Yes, the what?
Yeah, I'm a neuroscience major.
Are you a neuroscience major?
Yeah. Dendrites.
What is that?
They send neural signals in the brain.
Those. I need more of those.
Here you go.
Thank you, darling. So my dendrites are now activated, and
great. We can proceed with the interview then.
So, yes, and so because of that, I have a handle on the show now. I'm going to go do a solo record. I've been in Nashville.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
That's one of the music capitals of the country.
It's amazing. If you're a musician, you go there, and it's just. Whether people are on the business side of the desk or they're actual musicians, it seems like everybody there is just one big gig,
Yep.
You go out to a restaurant. I saw Jack White. You see all these amazing musicians, Keith Urban, and it's just like nobody's on show. Everything's cool. It's all about the music.
It's not Tinseltown anymore.
No, it's not.
Did you don cowboy boots and a cowboy hat?
I was gonna roll that way, but no. Yeah, chewing
Come
tobacco,
on.
10
You
gallon.
did? Oh, good.
Yes. Yeah, I took them off for the interview. No, I wouldn't dare
What
do
about
that in
studs?
Tennessee. No. So,
And how long was that?
Well, I just went. What we do is we shoot for 3 weeks, and then we have 1 week off. And so on my weeks off, I've been going to Nashville, and so just kind of assembling the band and everything, and so we'll start recording next month.
Wow. And we're going to go to the break soon, so we'll save a little bit of this for after that. But
all right.
Are
we going to do the rest of this interview from the 9-0? No?
Let's go. I'll meet you there.
Yeah. What else is on campus? Is Traditions still there? No.
Traddy's is still there.
Traddy's is still there.
Affectionately
Wow.
still there, yeah. And we have a fancy restaurant too, Morton Fig. And also, so anyway, let's head there. And then, we'll have a nice 2-minute dinner or something, and we'll come back. We'll see you here
dinner.
after the break.
Right on.
Okay.
Fight on.
Fight on. Awesome. Oh, God.
Cool.
Yeah. That's awesome. My whole family's from Nashville, actually.
So bounce low, bounce low, bounce high, bounce high. All I do is party, ha, 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 ha. All I do is party, ha, 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 ha. So bounce low, bounce low, bounce high, bounce high. All I do is party, ha, 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 ha.
I love watching Trojan Vision. You love Trojan Vision? Trojan Vision.
I love to watch Trojan Vision.
I love Trojan Vision. Tune in.
We love Trojan Vision! Yeah!
My favorite show is The Daily Scene.
I love watching CU.
I love watching Platform. It's the best.
My favorite show is Mind Games. The Morning Cure is the best show ever. Trojan Vision.
The #1 college TV station in the
Country.
President Abbas applied on September 23rd for full UN membership. What's likely the next step in the saga of this conflict? A boss.
And a boss.
A boss. A boss. Hamas.
A boss.
Hamas.
A boss. Hamas.